We're counting down our top 5 favorite snacks at Islands of Adventure.
Let's ring.
Hello everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sam.
And you're watching the Theme Park Foodies, and we are back at Universal Studios Orlando. We're doing a countdown of our top 5 snacks at Islands of Adventure. Last time we were here, we did our top 5 snacks at Universal Studios, the park. So this is the park right next to it. It's got multiple lands based off of IPs, independent properties, and a bunch of different snacks to be able for us to try out, right?
Yeah, there's some good things on here, and I think there are some things that you just walk right by and don't even realize.
Yeah, me especially. It took us a little bit to be able to count down our top snacks for this area, because there is stuff that we, like things that for many years we wanted to try but didn't have the time to try, because this park is just so jam-packed with such amazing experiences, rides, shows. So these are our top 5 favorite little bites that we can get when we go over there. Anything you're excited to try, Sam? Or you don't want to give up anything
I'm
yet?
excited to try everything, and by the time this video comes out, it will be the eve of HHN, which we're very excited about.
So as well as, you know, being here to count down our top 5 snacks, we also will be looking at some HHN things that are going on. We may pop over to the studios
I
park
think
at the end.
big medallion went up yesterday.
Yeah, so we'll check that out too. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Join us while we count down our top 5 favorite snacks at Islands of Adventure. All right, so if you come through City Walk, you will bear left for Islands of Adventure. Right will take you to Universal Studios. But you want to see that big medallion? We got to start off with this food crawl. So let's head over to Port of Entry. All right, so we just made into Port of Entry, and this is honestly one of my favorite entrances of a theme park, because it says the adventure begins right as you walk in, so it kind of sets you up for your day, and it's very kinetic as you walk through. They have like moving water features, a monkey that's like churning at something.
There's beautiful greenery.
And there are a lot of different, like I think, food spots that people just kind of pass over here, one of which has our number 5 pick.
Yeah, so Croissant Moon Bakery. We're kind of lumping everything in from Croissant Moon Bakery. Any of the pastries, desserts, everything is good. The breakfast sandwiches, the lunches.
Well, let's try to go in and find one that we can throw in this video.
They do change, you know, often what, you know, pastries they have available, but we're definitely going to pick something for number 5.
All right, so Croissant Moon Bakery is funny because it has this sign right as you walk up to the right with seating outside, but like you don't go to that door. The door's actually past this over arch on the right. All right, we just made it. They close at 4. It's actually 3 o'clock right now. A lot of the stuff they have here is reminiscent of stuff I feel like you can get in the Tribute store. They have these cookies and cream puff that is kind of like the pumpkin cream puff you can get at the HHN Tribute store, as well as these little cakes. All right, so we cheated a little bit. We couldn't pick one, and they do have so many great vegan options here, or actually 2 great vegan options right now. But for vegans, they have a vegan elderberry croissant, and they also have this vegan brownie.
Fudgy.
Yeah. Then this is something that we think is just great. It's the
my name.
strawberry cheese Poptart, and they are right across from Starbucks, but they have coffee themselves here. Sam got the coffee. You've already tried the coffee, Sam.
Yeah, so I got a cold brew, and they do have like different syrups, so I did get toasted marshmallow, and it is delicious, and I think it's just as good as Starbucks, so if Starbucks has a long wait, get your coffee here.
What'd you give it?
I would give it a 7.
That's really good. Considering you're a big fan of Starbucks, it is right across from Starbucks, and they have so many great pastries as well as hot sandwiches. And I feel like in recent times, this area has gotten a bit more love from the influencers.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see that. Do you want to break this in half so we can see how the center looks?
So pretty. There's so much like crystal sugar on top.
I think you compared it to...
I think it looks better than a Woody's tart, and I love the Woody's tarts, but I feel like this one looks like
it's like prettier, that's for sure.
It's prettier, it's bigger, it's thicker.
It's a boy that's big.
We like thick. The inside does look weird though, like the cream is so...
It kind of looks sad, honestly,
like
Sam.
Small amount, like it looks very hollow, like it's a very big shell and not enough.
I feel like we've gotten more center in the past. Yeah. All right, but let's see how it is.
I still really like it. I like the top is like flaky, and I like the sugar on top. I like the sweet cream in the center. It's good. They just need more cream. It's so hollow.
Does it feel a bit dry?
A little bit. Not too dry though. Very flaky.
Seems like a good coffee pastry.
It's like a Danish and a Poptart had a baby. That's what this is. I would give it a 6. If it had more filling, you could definitely go higher. Filling is good, just look how hollow it is. Like it needs to fill all the crevices.
There are so many great things here though, so even if you don't get this, you'll have a lot of options.
I still think, I love the top too, like all the sugar.
So their vegan stuff here is good, which is why I would feel remiss if we didn't get something vegan here. There was like, for the holidays, they have the Star vegan brownie, right?
Yeah.
But this is the standard vegan brownie. It has like little chocolate pieces of like a vegan chocolate bar on it.
Jay is like offended by the chocolate on top. I think it's good.
Eat it when you have this much chocolate. It does have a different texture, but it's just too sweet for me. I prefer nuts or something, but let's try it out.
I feel like their desserts are all very thick.
It's so fudgy. Like it's so fudgy.
Tell.
It's dense too. Like this feels like it's like a black hole of like density of chocolate fudge. And it still has some creaminess, even without the milk. I wonder what they use as a substitute. I feel like I'm getting a taste of almond milk or something like that, but possibly not. I would just do without these. That's just me. Everyone's different. I'll get a 7. It's sweet, but not too sweet. It's got a nice little dark chocolate hint to it. Smooth creaminess, very dense. Only thing that make it better maybe is it was like a little warm. But yeah.
Go outside.
Yeah, as far as chocolate brownies go, this is good. All right, and as we leave Croissant Moon Bakery, we need to head left towards Marvel Superhero Island. Now, we don't find the food in Marvel Superhero Island to be that great, but there is something kind of hidden towards the back that's piqued our interest that we've had previously and that we really enjoy. All right, so right towards the back of Marvel Superhero Island, to the right before you hit Toon Lagoon, there's an area where you can buy lemon slushes, but they also have this pizza pretzel. It's not the Annie Ann's pretzels. A bit confusing.
On Anne.
Because Annie Ann's kind of is to the back, to the left. So you're gonna pass Annie Ann's, this will be on your right, and this is a stuffed pizza pretzel.
This is one of those things I said, you walk right by, you don't even know it's there, because you're like, is a lemon slush stand gonna have this like delicious looking pretzel? I didn't know, but now I know.
Now we both know.
We know. This is one of the best looking pretzels I've seen in Universal.
Yeah, I think it's worthy of the number 4 slot.
Thick, golden, very golden. There's pepperonis on top. Like, I wish I had a little dip, but.
Yeah, I think that would elevate this a bit. I do feel like Universal Studios may have a bit better of the snack options. Look at that little cheesy goo on the inside. And you have like, it looks like some pepperonis in there too. It's all about the interior with the stuffed pretzel. That interior goo.
This is better than pizza fries.
No, you're downing pizza? We're not downing.
This pretzel is more high quality than the fries that are used in pizza fries, in my opinion. Very saucy and cheesy and creamy on the inside, and like a golden pretzel. I think 7. I think it's really good.
Good. So for number 3, we gotta skip over into Toon Lagoon, which is right past Marvel Superhero Island. All right, in Toon Lagoon, so as you're walking through Toon Lagoon, you'll see Popeyes and Bluto's bilge rat barges. I think I'm saying that correctly. You gotta walk towards that, walk over the bridge, and then over to the right, you're gonna find Wimpy Burger. I'll gladly pay you tomorrow for a hamburger. Today, it's the Wellington burger. This is a pretty well-known theme park burger, and I think it's high quality. Wimpy personally supervises the culinary construction of each hamburger, just so you know. And it's got lettuce, tomato, onions. It's supposed to have mayonnaise and ketchup. It looks like almost a kind of a mac sauce on it. And it comes with delicious curly fries. I'm excited to eat this, Sam.
It was pretty expensive though. It was almost 17 bucks for this.
Yeah, well with the password discounts it was like 15. But if you look at it, it's a very big burger. Like this is a meal, and it comes in a sesame seed bun.
I feel like all our foods today have been thick. Each item, there's a common theme.
Now, everything around the burger is very good, and the meat is thick, well flavored. The thing is, it is a little dry, but it's a theme park mass-produced burger. So you gotta take what you get to a certain extent. Look how thick it is. All the flavors, they're shine really in the burger. You have the flavor of the burger meat, which has a little bit of saltiness to it, but then you also have the freshness of the tomato, the lettuce, a little bite of that onion, and then the cheese on top. These like a standard American cheese. It's good. And I like the sesame seed bun too. Again, it's that different texture to the bun, and it is a soft, pillowy bun. A very thick burger too. I think it's a quality burger. I think Wimpy does a real good job. I'm gonna give this a 7. If I'm looking for a theme park burger in Islands of Adventure, this is where I'm going. I'm probably not going on Popeyes and Bluto's after though. Too wet. I did want to bring up too, I almost forgot, you can get Dole Whip here. Interesting, right? And they have a vegan option as well that we hear is very good. So if you're a vegan, it's a great burger here. And if you're a vegan, Dole Whip's here too if you're just a fan of Dole Whip. While nothing in Jurassic Park did make the list, we are heading over to the Wizarding World, where probably the most memorable flavor of Universal exists. All right, we've made it to Hogsmeade, and something pops up again from our last crawl. We'd be remiss if we didn't mention butterbeer again here in Diagon Alley. Now, we got the drink form, but there are flavorful forms that you can eat. They have butterbeer flavored fudge over here at Honeyduke's. They have butterbeer flavored potted cream.
Ice cream, 3 broomsticks. And our favorite butterbeer is the hot butterbeer, but it is too hot today. So we got the regular because the frozen was broken, the machine. But
yeah, we wanted frozen, but the machine can't keep up with 110-degree Florida weather. We put this in our last video. If you want to see all the different flavors of butterbeer, we'll place a link in the description of this video to our last video where we had this again at number 2. And Sam, on this day, this butterbeer, what would you give it?
This butterbeer is an 8. I will say though, this is, if you haven't had one of these before, it's cream soda and butterscotch. Because one time I recommended this to a coworker who was visiting, and they ended up hating it, and I was like, oh no, and they're like, oh well, I don't like cream soda or butterscotch, and I was like, that makes sense. So
I want to bring up too,
this is.
I suggested the Wimpy burger to my dad once and he hated it. So
I mean, it happens.
Yeah. So we don't know everything. These are just our favorites. So yeah. All right. So in the Lost Continent, right past Diagon Alley, they have the All Hallows Eve Boutique. This is a Halloween shop that stays open all year round, but you can also buy one of these Tribute to Terror comic books. They'll put your face on it, and you can be a part of HHN 32 history, and they'll send it to you after HHN 32 is over. I think we're going to get one. They've also themed this shop to Dr. Oddfellow and HHN 32 for the season. Well, this is creepy. You can see Dr. Oddfellow up there. And this is where he gets his powers of immortality from. It's the Dark Zodiac. There's going to be a whole scare zone based off of that. And they have some really cool merch in here. Halloween Horror Nights 32.
This is awesome.
Yeah, you need that little blue lounge. You need that, Sam. You're buying that.
I am?
You are.
Are you?
I'm buying it. We'll have the good guy Chucky doll. All right, so we did the comic book. So if you go to the Tribute store this year, if you know you're going to be in the Halloween Horror Nights Tribute store, which is themed like a comic book shop, right in the New York section, look for our comic book there. We did number 2. Are you excited, Sam?
I'm very excited. Stay tuned to see what it's going to look like.
Frank's going to be on it, just so you know.
Spoiler!
She's very
It's
excited.
to be a surprise.
Your dog can be in
It's
it.
going to be Jason and Frank.
Yeah. 2 to 4. There are 5 different types. 1 and 5 can only be one person, but 2 to 4, they can do 2 people, or they can put your pet in there. All right, we are heading out to the Lost Continent, and our number 1 is actually in Seuss Landing. Okay, so are these gourmet? Is our number 1 food maybe the best tasting food here? I don't know, but I feel like as a child you read Green Eggs and Ham, and you're like, I want to eat those. And why is Sam I Am so unhappy about being offered Green Eggs and Ham? And I have Sam with me, and she is my Sam I Am, and she actually does like Green Eggs and Ham, right, Sam?
I think the other Sam likes them too at the end, doesn't he?
At the end, she tries them.
Yeah.
And there's a good moral. We know what the moral of that story is. Why Dr. Seuss wrote Green Eggs and Ham?
To get kids to try food.
Well, the idea is that you can't judge things until you've tried them. Sam Am didn't actually know he didn't like Green Eggs and Ham because he refused to try them because to him, he judged the book by its cover.
Sams are very difficult. I can attest.
I don't think you're difficult.
I definitely am.
These are the green eggs and ham tots. They have assorted tots here. They have buffalo chicken tots that I really enjoy. These are the classic though, so we're gonna go with these as far as our number one.
And they have pizza tots and vegan tots.
But it's the most nostalgic thing, and I think as far as like IP integration goes, it's just like whenever, it used to not be open all the time, and now that it's open, I'm just very happy. And we had these with my little sister, so there's like a nostalgia factor there because like she read the book and then she was like, I got to eat green eggs and ham with the Sam. It's my wife is Sam. So, but you're not Sam, I am. So green eggs and ham tots. They have green eggs, ham, and tots. It's very self-explanatory. Oh, I lost my tot.
The buffalo are my favorite.
Yeah, the buffalo's very good too. Very cheesy. The diced ham adds like a nice little texture to it. And all the flavors just mix in really well. It's very like potatoey. These are like pre-frozen tots.
And they're decent tots. They're not minion tots, but they're decent tots.
As far as number goes, because of how nostalgic they are, because of the flavor profile, I think they're classic, easy to make, but good. And you get to eat it in Seuss Landing, which has no straight lines. Just like a Dr. Seuss book, he never draws straight lines. So here, everything is like winding, topsy-turvy. Just, it brings everything together. And for me, that makes these an 8. Very good, delicious, and something every time I come here, I'm eat a little bit, or I should say eat. Eat is like unhappy. I'm happy to get again. All right, so it was a great crawl, Sam.
I'm very full.
We are very full, very carby, but I'm happy we got to count down our top islands of adventure foods. And one more thing before we leave, we need to see that HHN 32 medallion. You ready?
Yes.
Not only is the medallion up, but also
The house signs.
yeah, the house signs are up, so you can see right there Stranger Things 4, which I loved when we watched it last year. I'm so happy there's a house for this year. The Exorcist Believer, The Last of Us PlayStation house, Chucky, and the Unmasked Monsters house. We watched most of actually the movies for those monsters, the original ones from like the 1920s and 30s. All right, so that does it for our top 5 Islands of Adventure food crawl. Checking out the All Hallows Eve Boutique and seeing the hype for Halloween Horror Nights 32. It was such a fun day. Didn't go on one ride and we didn't even need to. We had so much fun. We ate a lot of good food that we haven't had in a while too, right Sam?
Very filling food, I will say that. I really love Croissant Moon Bakery. I think it's such an underrated spot. I think it's such a great spot to grab breakfast.
Yeah, I agree. There are so many great pastries, so many great sandwiches that you can have.
Coffee
the
was
coffee
really
is
good.
solid. It's an awesome option if that Starbucks is great, but that line gets super long. So it's great to be able to have an option that isn't Starbucks. It's right next to Starbucks. The Wimpy Burger. It is a solid, quick service fast food burger. Is it the best burger in Orlando or anything? No. I wouldn't even say it's probably the best burger in Universal, but as far as one of the best quick service burgers, I think it's definitely up there.
The fries are good too, that came with it.
Fries are great. The flavor of butterbeer is just so refreshing,
The
especially how hot it is.
The pretzel is really good. If it came with a dip, I think bump it up the list and put a little marinara dip.
And the theming of the All Hallows Eve Boutique this year. How cool is it seeing Dr. Oddfellow up there, seeing the little tricks they have right at the front as you walk in.
We got a little boo pillow to take home.
Yeah.
We're excited.
And then also the front truss, seeing the detail in it of Dr. Oddfellow and the Dark Zodiac, as well as seeing the hype posters for Halloween Horror Nights and the neon sign up. I can't believe it. Tomorrow night after this airs, we're going to be at Horror Nights. I'm so excited.
I feel like you can already feel it that people are excited that are here. Like, you know everyone is
It wasn't just us like walking up looking. It's like a lot of people.
Everyone is like, oh my God, it's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, it's happening. It's really happening.
It's happening. Oh man, I'm so excited. You ready?
Ready to go home?
Yeah.
So Frank, it's National Dog Day today, so we have to go home to our dog.
He'll be getting a burger himself.
Probably Portillo's.
Yes, not Wimpy's. It won't probably travel well with Wimpy's. If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. Liking will really help our channel grow. It pushes this video out into the stratosphere of the YouTube algorithm. Helps other people find the video. Subscribing, it also helps our channel grow. Hit the bell notification so that way you're notified every time when videos come out, which is when, Sam?
Every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't count the days.
So make the days count.
We will see you next time. That's all, folks. So we went with the Rush of Fear this year, so we'll be there for like the September dates. Also, if you are going this year and you're going to be in the tribute store, keep a lookout for our comic book. It'll be like the number 2 version of it.
Frank?
Yeah, our Instagram is _theme_park_foodies. You can send it to us on Instagram. We'll definitely like repost it, like say hi to you. You see us in the park if you're going to Horror Nights.
Yes,
love to see you all in the fog.
We will have bracelets. Hope we can see it.
says let's eat.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of different ones. So if you want a bracelet, come say hi.
Yeah.